Everybody come here and look at this. I want you to notice how quickly Darren's slides res in for you whenever I click on the forward button. See how they pop right in? And that's because he has them compressed. Now I could take you to places in Second Life where people try to do PowerPoints and they haven't compressed the slides, and literally you can wait all day for some of these things to res in. Darren, where did you get the house? Darren, did you buy this or make it? It looks like a prefab. You got it from the Freebie Dungeon? Okay.
Yeah, just search on Freebie Dungeon and teleport there, and there's boxes and boxes of just stuff.
And Darren has the luxury of being in a sandbox instead of his own property, where he doesn't have to worry about prim count. Do you know what the prim count is on this? 7. So actually, that's very good. Well, once you guys get some property.
Yeah, I only select quality free stuff.
Prim count is the number of primitives. Prim is an object. It's any object, not counting textures. And the number of prims that you're allowed depends upon the level of membership that you have. And the level of membership you have depends upon how much land you own. So the more land you own, the more prims you're allowed to have. The highest level is what's called a level 5 server or an island, if you own your own island. Darren's glass structure that he got at Freebie Dungeon has a 7 prim count, which is very nice. That's very well done. That means that there's a total of 7 different objects combined together to make this lighthouse or this greenhouse or whatever it is. Now, depending upon how much how much land you own, that determines how many prims you're allowed on your land. Now, in a sandbox, because the sandbox is on a private island, and the guy who owns this island owns several other islands, the prim count here is like 10,000. That's exactly right, Mars. Once you own land, you're able to click on the, and I'll do this now so it's on the recorded version, you're able to go up to World, About Land, and you're able to see, clicking on the Objects tab, oh, excuse me, this is 15,000. She has a 15,000 prim count here. And once you exceed that limit, you're no longer able to res anything out. But you don't have to worry about it. That's, that's a completely side issue for you guys right now. But if you ever teach in Second Life and you do so on a school or a university's property, you will very quickly encounter prim counts and the necessity of staying within them. You go to your animate function, which is in, I never use it, so gestures. Go to File, Gestures, and that opens up a Gestures tab. The keyboard shortcut is Control-G for gestures. And so you can bow, clap, raise your hand. You can say, hey. That's right. I understand exactly what you're saying, Mars. You have to buy a little animation script for that and res it on yourself. We're going to take a look at some of those. I wanted to look just at a little bit more of this stuff, and then we'll go over to Escobar Park and we'll take a look at some of those tools. It's going to be interesting to see what's done with the fountain here. That's interesting. Looks like everybody's gotten a hold of the free slide viewer there. Okay, well, this stuff is looking good.
Are you okay with the fact that most people probably use the slide viewer as their example tool?
I'm okay with anything as long as it's well done.
You were showing what you're doing. A lot of you go so fast.
Gotcha. That yes. In the classroom, to preserve bandwidth, I have put in a 325 pixel wide version of the video. You can do two things, Vanilla. You can click in the bottom right icon and it will give you a full screen view of the video. Or you can double click on the video in the classroom. That will take you to the YouTube version of that video, and there you will be able to see it in 640 480. So those are your two options. You're welcome. Let's go to Escobar Park, and I'll show you the hand thing. To sit on something, you right click and choose sit here. Right click, sit here, and because this stool has a script in it, I'm able to use the page up and page down key to raise my hand and keep it up. So does everybody see my hand up right now? Okay, good. And then the page down key puts my hand down. You practice with your PowerPoint in the Association Works sandbox. You will use and build your lesson in the Sky platforms at Escobar House. All right, questions? Whenever you are ready for it, show me what you've got in the sandbox. Let me take a look at where you are, and whenever you're ready for it, we will open that up, and you'll be able to go there and do your final project. I kind of want you to have the bugs worked out. Oh, the way you had it set up. The best thing to do on that is to write down the XYZs of each object, and then whenever you res an object in, just open up the edit panel and crank in under location, crank in the XYZs under the location tab, and that will the position tab, and that will put them immediately back into the position that they were. But you just need to write down the XYZ coordinates of each object, and the whole thing will go back. That's one thing you can do. Another thing that you can do, Darren, is to link everything together by clicking on what's called the parent object, holding down the shift key, and clicking on other objects. And you just click on link. You just keep on clicking on objects until they're all either yellow or blue. And once they're all either yellow or blue, you go Control L to link, and now they are a group. They're grouped together. And now all you do is to right click on the parent object and take it. And once you take that parent object, the entire set piece will go into your inventory as one set piece. Yeah, absolutely. Like this lectern I built right here. This lectern is made up of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This lectern is made up of 12 objects. But I have them grouped all together. I have to unlock it. Okay, it's unlocked. I have them grouped all together, so as you can see, the lectern moves as one piece. But I'm actually moving 12 objects right there. And to ungroup something or to unlink something, it's Shift Control L. And now you'll see on the recorded version, I don't know if you're seeing it now or not, but now everything's turned yellow. To group them back, it's Control L for link. Now everything's grouped back together. Everything will move together. Okay, good. Okay, thank you. But yeah, you can group and ungroup objects and then move them as one large group.